Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for flooding us with dreams that are bigger than ourselves. I believe that with you, nothing is impossible. Luke 1:37. Strengthen our faith to step boldly into the vision that you've placed in our hearts. When doubt tries to shrink our thinking, remind us that you are able to do immeasurably more than we can ever ask or imagine, according to your power at work within us. Ephesians 3:20. Help us to dream big and act courageously and trust completely knowing that you direct our steps. Proverbs 16:9. Let us pursue these dreams to not just bring us success, but to bring you glory. And we declare that we will walk in purpose, fueled by faith and not fear. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
If you lazy, you waking up at fucking 3 o'clock in the afternoon and shit like that,
Popping bottles,
you're setting the tone for everybody because you're the leader.
popping pills,
That's just what comes with being a man.
popping bitch ass niggas.
I don't want nobody making decisions over my life except me. Not a woman, not a judge, not an officer, not no motherfucker.
When them bullets hit him up, look like son had a seizure. Run out, give it up, you know the procedure. I be sipping Jack and honey.
I don't think nothing can make me feel like a man. I don't think nothing can make me not feel like a man.
Chains on my collar.
You can't take the benefits of being a man without the responsibilities.
Give you niggas hell.
Welcome back to Roses I Did. I'm your host, Terry Rydell Rosen, a.k.a. I'll never forget what y'all niggas did to Sha'Carri Richardson, a.k.a. protect Deontay Kyle at all costs.
Oh man. And it's Jones still. No AKAs right now.
Oh, man. That was anticlimactic. How's your week?
The week was great.
What's what's up, man?
The week was great.
I think the week was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I went on the best trip. Might be my best trip.
Yeah. This was my best group trip, 100%.
Top 2 for sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Top 2 for sure.
Top 2, not 2.
Puerto Rico Hearts top. This might have topped it though.
Is this trip then Puerto Rico?
So if you don't know, the Roses I Did Patreon members decided that we was taking a trip. We was taking a trip to Cancun. So got a big Airbnb. The Airbnb was amazing. It was beautiful.
Cold. I didn't even think Cancun had them type of Airbnbs.
I didn't either. And we pulled up to the front. I was like, damn, we finna be blue.
This year we can see
It didn't look good.
Nah.
Like it was this old ass boat in the front, an old ass Mustang, but even the front door looked nice, but it was kind of like you had to walk through the valley of death to get to the front door.
It didn't look, the outside did not look like it's finna be lit. It looked like, oh shit.
As soon as you walk in that bitch, it was nice. It was very nice. It was 4 floors.
That surprised the
Put
shit
your
out
ass
of
on
me.
the 4th because he works out. He be on the Stairmaster. Take your ass to the 4th floor.
See, it's different when you like it's all cool, but when the night was over every night and I had to walk my ass up them stairs, I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, that was a walk. That was a walk for sure. Very nice crib, huge pool, right on the water, nice view. Hot tub. I don't think we used the hot tub one time.
I did. Surprisingly, the pool was hotter than the hot tub. But y'all said it wasn't
a real hot tub.
It wasn't a hot tub. It was a jet tub.
Yeah.
I never heard no shit like that.
I mean, in a place that hot, why would it need a hot tub? It's hot as hell. Like it's 100 degrees outside. It wasn't a hot tub.
Also true.
Yeah. It was nice though. It was amazing. Patreon members was dope. A lot of bonds made.
Mm-hmm.
We went to a lot of fun places. The liquor outside of the US is so trash. It's so weak.
It's weak. I ain't gonna say it's trash. And I'm not mad at that.
I am because I gotta drink so much to get drunk. I feel like I'm just fucking my kidney up for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like this is unnecessary.
But you appreciated it when you woke up the next day. I didn't have a hangover
once, yeah.
None the whole time.
I felt shitty Sunday, but it wasn't hangover shitty. I felt like I've been drinking pop-up. Because you know they margaritas was like so.
That was the worst. Their mixed drinks,
Terrible.
no. Just go ahead and drink the nasty ass straight liquor.
Yeah.
It was one of them clubs we went to.
They had to give you a margarita this fucking big.
No,
Like,
I was just the last club we went
nigga.
to when y'all brought out fucking 30 shots.
Yeah.
I go to the bar. First of all, it was a great deal. It was $45 to get in and unlimited drinks all night. I wasn't mad
The
at
drinks
that.
are unlimited because they're trash.
So what? We're not gonna talk about that. But I go to the bar. I'm like, yeah, let me get a tequila and lemonade. No cap. Y'all know the gas station cups, the plastic ones, the big super drinks.
Yeah.
That nigga put that on the counter, filled that cup up, probably a third way there, and then puts it. I'm like,
Yeah.
nigga, this is good. I'm good for the night. The fuck? was crazy.
Not the drunkest I've ever been. The most I ever drank. But I've never. Coco Bongo, we took 12 shots minimum.
Yeah.
Still standing.
Still standing.
Liquor trash. The alcohol by volume is just a lot heavier in America, which is why we get, like, it makes your tolerance. You just Superman when you go out there.
Like, what if, like, low key, that's how liquor probably supposed to be. And, you know, America just fuck everything up. But nah. I've been on, like, dead ass, no exaggeration, in my life, probably like 40, like, trips or some shit like that. Probably more than that. Then this is literally on the, like, top 5, especially, like, for group trips. It was the people, like, what you say, you can go to the best place with the wrong people and have the worst time, or you could go to the worst place with the right people and have a great time. Yep. Like, this was the best place with the best people.
Yeah.
Like, it was fire.
I wouldn't say the best place. I wouldn't go to Cancun again.
But
it was a good place, though. I'm not going to,
Yeah. Oh, and at the end, when y'all left, we went to the Rio resort. Yeah. Not gonna lie, my expectations, I wasn't like expecting to be like, damn, this is nice. It was nice as fuck. The resort was, the pools was, the liquor was. I was like, damn, this shit nice as hell. I'll come back to come here.
Was the coochie better because you was in the resort?
Nah, that shit is the same like everywhere. We could be in the alley.
I get that. But I feel like when you do shit like with your girl, like it just be like, I feel like she giving you the best coochie she got. I feel like you was holding back.
You know, okay.
Why would they put this? What is this? Why would they put this in my beef jerky?
What the fuck is that?
I could have ate this.
You know what?
It said do not eat. Why don't put it in my bag, bitch? What are you talking about?
That's because it's made with so much preservatives. It gotta like keep that shit.
Keep it wet?
Something like that. You might want to put that in your pocket. Put that in. Yeah, that man. But yeah, nah, it was fire.
The coochie or the resort?
Both.
You did a soft launch.
I did.
Great soft launch, bro.
It was soft launch. It was fire.
That was good.
I was like, you know what? This is a fire ass picture.
You got something you want to tell the people?
Oh, I think they could put 2 and 2 together, but I'm in a relationship. Like, if you're soft launching, I'm not soft launching the situationship.
I mean, you made it a big deal there. You did the whole, like, you know.
Yeah, y'all was the people. Like, okay, I'm in a relationship now, y'all.
You gonna tell them about the proposal and all that?
Nope. I'll tell the Patreon. Well,
sorry, guys. Do I need to edit that out?
No, you good.
Mystery man over here. The fuck?
No. Nope. You had to be there. It was for the Patreon.
You had to be there, man. So yeah, all the people reaching out. You're like, oh, what happened? Where did this trip come from? I don't know about it. Got to be in the Patreon. Got to participate in the group chat.
Yeah.
Next time you'll be there. Remember them? We should have had them signs like you should be here, but you're not in the fucking Patreon.
You're not in the Patreon.
Speaking of the Patreon, I want to tell y'all what y'all paid for this week in the Patreon. So the village member sounds crazy. Our mentee, Cortez, who we talked about quite a few times on here. He's the oldest member of the village. He's our mentee, and like I said, life was testing him and shit like that. So we came up with the idea that the barbershop that I go to, they got some open chairs. Asked the guy who owned the shop, like, hey, can he, you know what I'm saying, get a chair in here just for the weekend of back to school? And we put it out there like we doing free haircuts for back to school. He did all the haircuts. Y'all paid for him to get $20 per head. So we paid him $20 for every head that he cut for free. Plus, I thought he was gonna get a bunch of tips because he was doing free haircuts the whole weekend. He's the only one person tipped him.
That's insane.
I should kick y'all ass.
How?
That's crazy.
Y'all couldn't give, each one of y'all could have gave him $5 and that would have made a difference.
It would have made a big difference. Wow. See a young nigga out here cutting your kid.
Niggas, man.
Y'all niggered it up for that. I'm very disappointed in y'all. So y'all was able to pay Cortez a nice amount of bread for all of the heads that he cut over the weekend. I think he went from Thursday to Sunday. He did some house calls, all type of shit. He was hustling. So shout out to Cortez. Shout out to the village, y'all. The money that y'all pay for Patreon is able to cover that. So that was great. Also, weird situation. First day of school, Carter t-shirts, his shirts for school didn't come in the mail yet. So I'm like, fuck. The shirts from last year was with his mom's house. I had them for the first day of school. So I'm like, hey, you know, I need a shirt or whatever. Like that, you know, just getting back from Cancun that night, so I ain't really had time to go grab some shit. So I'm like, I need a shirt. So I had to pull up to Kenwood before I dropped them off at school, like super early. So of course, all the Kenwood kids coming in fresh as fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I see one kid walking, by itself looking kind of fucked up though. I'm like, damn, shorty was kind of fucked up for the first day of school. I know that feeling. That shit feel nasty. Like, you ain't get shit new over the summer. It's been 2 months, nigga. Y'all niggas be. So he walking and shit. So I get the shirt and shit. And when I pull off the block, I see the nigga walking like away from the school. He like a block away now. Almost like he not finna go to school type shit. So it's a car in front of me driving a little crazy. The car in front of me hit a U-turn and shit. It's one of the Kenwood kids. Like it's one of the students from the school. He trying to get the nigga attention. Flag. I guess it's his homie. He trying to flag him down. Nigga kind of ignored him, kept driving. So by the time I get to the stop sign, he trying to debate whether he trying to cross me. I'm like, nigga, come on. So it sounds like I keep seeing this kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I noticed him walk past. So I'm like, man, it's your first day of school. What's going on? Woo, woo. He kind of looking crazy, but he see I'm in car with Carter. I think that made him a little more comfortable and shit. So I'm like, man, what's going on? Woo, woo. I'm like, bro, you need some shoes? He like, yeah. So I'm thinking, I'm like, Foot Locker closed and shit. So I called my homie who sells shoes. I was able to, long story short, I was able to get the nigga some shoes and shit like that.
That's fire.
He went. It was weird though, cause I got him in a car with me and Carter. I'm like, this is some stranger danger shit on both ends, cause this nigga don't know me and I don't know him. He's definitely old enough to rob us. So,
Oh my God.
he's old enough to rob the shit out of us. So shout out to his name was Trey Sean. So shout out to him. I want to take a picture when I felt a little weird though.
For sure.
But yeah, he ended up coming with me to drop Carter off at school, and then I went. My homie was like 10 minutes. He was like in the area, so he was able to get him some shit.
That's love.
And y'all paid for that shit too. That shit did not come out of my pocket. So shout out to y'all niggas, like just making it possible for niggas to just help people without having without it being a burden and shit like that. So
Yeah.
that's dope. We want to do some voicemails?
Sure.
Oh, here we got one. Entertain the people while I find a voicemail.
Head ass. Fuck.
All right, damn, nigga.
Oh.
What's up?
Oh, what? You got one?
I got one. Go ahead, though.
I did something I've never done before.
You ate ass?
It's not freaky. I ate ass before.
Okay.
But, nah. I deleted.
Oh, wow. Damn.
I deleted
Mr. Committed.
my entire porn collection.
You recently deleted too?
Recently. Oh, yeah. Nah, I took it out. I took it out of everything.
You took it out of everything? Email too?
Email?
You ain't had an email?
Nah, I never did that.
Hard drive?
See, he was deep. He had to delete his shit from like 5 different places. I just had my shit in the hidden folder. I'm like, email, what do you mean? That nigga got a drive.
You need the one from my crib on his backup you had in my crib?
Wow, that nigga. He protecting that shit like it's Bitcoin.
It's in the cloud.
But yeah, nah, I deleted my my collection. And I ain't at first I didn't plan on doing that shit at all. Like,
Nigga.
it didn't cross my mind at all. I'm not finna delete all my shit. You know
Your
what I'm
collection?
saying? Nigga, what?
I had 2014 shit in my shit.
Ooh, the furthest
I
I
had
went
like
back,
real legends in my shit.
I had 2017. But all the other ones, I took one last look. I did that select swipe down.
Shit hurt your body.
No, it didn't. It actually didn't hurt because me and my lady shit is fire. Like I'm super cool with what I got. Like super. I'm like, I'm good. So but no, it felt good. I remember when you first did it.
Yeah.
I was like, nigga, please. I'm like, I love that for you. I'm like, I ain't deleting my shit.
I still feel the way that I did that shit. I ain't gonna lie, gang. I ain't gonna lie, man. And I was single.
Right.
I was single.
And I was too at the time, but I wasn't talking to who I'm talking to now, who I'm in a relationship with now. But just the thought of that, I'm like, because I prided myself, I'm like, I don't watch porn online. I watch my shit. So I'm like, it's not even bad. Like, I'm just watching me. I'm not fantasizing over another nigga getting pussy. It's me.
I be telling motherfuckers, like, you don't even need an OnlyFans. You got 1 million streams on my phone alone. you triple platinum on my phone. What the fuck is you talking about? I didn't watch that
Triple
shit.
platinum.
Oh, your ass YouTube check. What is you talking about? Your shit OD in my phone.
Oh, shit. You should be getting some residual income fucking with me.
Damn, you don't know what you got, shorty. You sitting on the gold, man. Well,
I thought I asked with the shorty one time. I'm like, yo, do you know these motherfuckers raw as hell? Like I could leak one on Twitter and we up.
yeah.
Well, I'm like, nah. But nah, I did all that and I didn't think twice about it for real.
Okay.
I didn't think twice about it for real.
Shout out to you, man. Shout out to the commitment. That's a big step. Ladies, y'all this shit might sound petty to y'all.
That's a
But this
big
is what I
deal.
be saying. Y'all don't really be
I don't know
having the
niggas.
space to understand niggas. Like that shit was a big deal.
A big
Real
deal.
legends. Real legends. You could have sent that shit to me. All right.
All right, so I just got done listening to y'all's How Women Can Protect Men podcast episode, and I liked it, actually. Y'all had a bunch of good points, and it made me think of a story that I had experienced personally, and it also made me think of a question. So the question is, based on the premise that women, that it's not necessarily what we're telling a man, it's when and how we say it. Meaning, like, the setting is important of, like, when you tell your man something and how you tell him, as far as your tone is important. How and when do y'all think that women should tell our partners, or, like, the man we're dating, about if we have been sexually assaulted, raped, or anything of that nature? I ask because a lot of times women get the advice of, like, oh, when it comes up naturally, or if it comes up, then tell them. If it doesn't come up, it's not that important to tell them. You can move on. I say that in the sense of sometimes we need to be protected as women, and telling your man in the moment, like, hey, that's a nigga that did some shit to me, like, I don't need to be here, isn't a good look if your man is kind of like a hothead. They need to know ahead of time. But necessarily telling them ahead of time, it's kind of one of those things that a lot of men don't want to know about, to be perfectly honest. And it's not necessarily that we don't want to bring it up, but we don't know what to do. I'm thinking specifically of one time, the man I was with, we were at a rehearsal dinner, and the guy that abused me growing up showed up at the rehearsal dinner because apparently he was a coworker of my friend's now husband. I got super uncomfortable, and I shut down in the moment. But I also knew my man at the moment was a hothead. So telling him I need to go, he was going to ask me, well, what for? Like, is everything good? What's wrong? He's going to have questions. Even leaving the scenario, me telling him in the car, that's not going to work because we still got to see you tomorrow at the wedding. So I didn't tell him until we got back home from the whole ordeal. And he felt upset because he felt like he wasn't able to be there for me in the scenario, which I very much so appreciate. I get. But prior to that, I don't think that there was really like a moment where the topic had come up. So when and how do you guys think that women should tell our partners about that?
That's a great.
Might be
Wow.
the best question anybody ever asked.
Yeah. Cause I got mixed feelings like a motherfucker. And I think just off the top of my head, I think I would react. Like, let's just say if she told him in, like, I'm just put me in a situation. Let's just say we there and you told me in the moment, it'll damn near, how I react is damn near going to be how you're reacting right now. Like if you soup, like that's the guy who sexually assaulted me and you just get to breaking down and I'm heating up. Not damn near, you know what I'm saying?
That's reacting the opposite, actually.
Huh?
That's reacting the opposite, actually.
What you mean?
Like she's breaking down. She's like more sad, emotional, and you're like going up.
No, not at her.
Not
Like,
at her.
it's making me.
I'm saying you're not getting sad with her. You're getting like you going up.
Yeah, but no,
Go
that's
ahead,
just
go
how
ahead.
it is. Just like
Yeah.
that's how I damn near feel because obviously this my woman. I love you, and you're the nigga who sexually assaulted you. I got questions. He's right there. Instinctively, I want to go handle that.
Absolutely.
I don't know if that's probably not. I don't know. That's not the best thing in the moment, but I'm just conflicted.
I agree. I think in a moment you gotta not make it about you. Because you could feel like it's about her. Like I'm finna go whoop this nigga for her, but if that's not what she wants, then you're making it about you and what you want to do. And I think even when she said when she didn't tell her guy, she shut down. So I'm assuming she was acting kind of withdrawn the whole time they were there after she saw the nigga, and probably the next day as well. And then when they got back, she told her guy, and he felt, you know, however I ain't gonna say mad or frustrated or whatever, whatever the emotion was, he felt that she didn't tell him whether he wanted to handle it or whether he just wanted to be there for her. But being there for her is allowing her the space to handle it how she want, and then still supporting her after that, and not making it about how you feel and what you feel like you could have done and all that type of shit. Because this is her situation. I think it's very important to understand that. I told you the story about a nigga who we went to an event and the nigga was there, and it was actually it's a nigga who took virginity when she was in 5th grade, and he was like 18 or some shit.
Yeah.
Right. So she was like 12 or something. And that's what happened. She told me the story. She told me who the nigga was. I had never met the nigga, and then we had a FC Network event. It was like an after spot, like a little kickback, and the nigga was there, and I was drunk. I saw the nigga, and I'm like, that's dude ass, and it was like it was bad. But even in that moment, she was like, nigga, I don't want you to do that. Like, I don't want to think about that shit. I don't want this shit to be a thing. I don't want people calling me about it. I want that shit to be in my past. I had to kind of just put that. I'm like, okay, I'm doing too much. I'm thinking I'm protecting the person, but I'm really not. Like, I'm really like kind of like making a person think about something that they left behind, or I ain't gonna say re-exposing the person to something, but you just gotta kind of at times like be there the way you gotta be there for people the way that they want you to be there at times. Yeah. And I think that's important. But to answer a question as far as like when you should talk about it, I think that when you getting serious with somebody, even if they not asking those type of questions, you should talk about it. I'm not gonna fault niggas for not asking that, because some niggas just might not be privy to how important that is,
or how often it happens,
or they just might not be comfortable bringing it up, and they might feel like that's her thing to bring up. So I'm not gonna fault niggas for not bringing it up. I will say a nigga who don't want to know that would be a red flag, because like, why wouldn't you want to know that about somebody if you love them? You know what I'm saying? The trauma that they went through, because at the end of the day, they're dealing with it. Like, I always use the comparison to like, if your mom is mean as fuck every day she come home from work, and you know you didn't do shit to her, y'all could have a strained relationship because of that. That relationship might not be as strained if your mom explained to you like, hey, I actually hate my job. I hate my boss. It's a stressful environment. I need to come home and decompress before interacting with you. Now you might have a lot more patience for your mom being a dickhead when she come home from work. Because even if you don't know what the problem is, you still got to deal with the problem. You know what I'm saying? So if I don't know what happened to you, but I know that you don't like getting head, or I know that you don't like being touched at certain times, or I know that this shit triggers you, but I don't know why. Like, I could be a lot, because you could be arguing with her like, damn, why you don't let me get your book? Like, why you don't do this? Why you don't want to do this?
That's what I was gonna go into.
Why you don't send news? You might not know that she had motherfuckers saying revenge porn on her, post her news on the internet. She might not be telling you that shit, but you mad at her because y'all been dating for 2 years and she ain't never sent you a nude, and you like, that's some minimal shit. This bitches I fucked one time and sent me a nude. Why you can't send me a nude? And you mad at her about it, but you don't understand shit she been through. So it's important to have them conversations. I feel like a nigga who don't want to have that conversation, that's a red flag.
Yeah.
You got anything else?
Nah, you literally hit everything.
Okay. All right. What we talking about on Patreon today?
I don't know. What are you talking about in Patreon?
What y'all want to talk about on Patreon today, guys? What's going on in the world?
What is going on? You can go into Amanda.
Amanda Seals went crazy. I like that Jubilee shit though. That Jubilee shit is hot. Jordan Peterson did one. Candace Owens did one. Couple other people. That Jubilee shit is hot. I like it a lot. But I never liked Candace Owens. I mean, I never liked Amanda Seals either. But she went crazy on that shit, and I loved it. So we can talk about some black conservatives. You know, I hate them. You know how I feel about them.
Yeah, he don't give a fuck.
I feel like most niggas is a step away from being a black conservative. Niggas can't wait to get some money and shit on everybody else. Like, niggas can't wait. Like,
that's fucked up.
I never forget motherfuckers on internet debating like, why are you going to the my college was SIU, Southern Illinois University. Why are you going to the SIU alumni picnic if you didn't graduate? Bitch.
Oh.
What?
Nigga, I still gave them some of my money.
Like,
I attended that school.
You were an alumni if you went there.
Yeah.
It don't matter if it's athletes who nigga was the star of the team who left at junior year to go to, you know how many niggas like Ohio State legends didn't graduate? Like, right. What are you talking about? Like, some of the people who
So if I go here and leave and go graduate from another school,
bitch, this is my jersey and the Raptors. You talking about I can't come to the alumni picnic? Like, what are you talking about? But even outside of like athletes and shit, there's niggas who DJ at every party. You know what I'm saying? There's niggas who contributed to the culture of why we even enjoy being here, why we even want to come to an alumni picnic who didn't graduate. But it's like niggas can't wait to get
I didn't even go
money,
to the school at all, not one class, and I will be in that bitch.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of black people, as soon as they get any proximity with traditional success, they want to punch down on everybody who didn't reach that, and that shit is disgusting.
I think it's leaning into elitism.
Elitism, black conservatism, all of that shit. I hate it.
Yeah.
Let's get into the real topic of the day.
Let's do it.
The topic of the day is, you want to introduce it?
No.
Okay. The topic of the day is not dreaming big enough. It was a clip on the Pivot podcast. Shout out to the Pivot podcast. And it was Shannon Crowder talking to Jameis Winston. He was like, you was the number 1 draft pick. You was like that nigga in college. They showed you was that nigga because they made you the number 1 draft pick. How do you feel about the assessment that you did not live up to what you were supposed to? And his response was, I don't really give a fuck about that. But I do, what bothers me is that I didn't dream big enough. And he said that growing up in the environment he grew up in, low socioeconomic status, aka the trenches, however you want to call it, his only dream was to make it to the NFL. Mm-hmm. He's like, I never dreamed about winning a Super Bowl or being an MVP or being a legend. He was like, I just wanted to get in this bitch. And
he said, I just wanted to go to the Super Bowl. He like, I just wanted to go to the Super Bowl. I ain't asked to win. I ain't asked to.
Yeah, like he's like, it's just, so it's this thing of like, a lot of times our dream just be to arrive or just be to escape. It's like we don't dream of like actual excellence. We just dream to escape where we are now, or we dream to arrive upon something and not like actually own that moment. I just want to be there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like once you get there and things go how they go, it's like, did we really dream big enough? You know what I'm saying?
And I think I already had tremendous respect for professional athletes, but just to go back into when Shannon was telling him, like, in college, you was that nigga. Like, you was the best person on the field. And then when you got to the NFL, it's like, you just didn't live up to that. Not because you wasn't who you was in college. It's because there's another level. Like, these niggas really play ball. Like, these are professionals. Like, it's people underestimate the education that comes with football. Like, reading playbooks, learning, watching film, actually studying. Like, it's not just like that. And then the quarterbacks got to be smart as fuck.
Absolutely.
Like, smart. You know what I'm saying? So it's just another level. And the dreaming big thing, when I was in a network marketing company, I think I joined like when I was like 23 years old or whatever. I didn't see it. I thought it was cliche back then, but the top income earners, like the niggas who making, $100,000 a month, $50,000 a month, just the crazy amounts of money. Every last one of them, when they would do like they testimonials, or when we would talk to them, or we even chop it up with them, like in like a small group. If your group was performing good, you get to talk to the top income earner one-on-one. I remember all of them, and they was from across the United States. Every last one of them said they wish they would have dreamed bigger. And it sounded like cliche, but this one dude, he broke it down. He was like, the same amount of faith that it took me, like I really wanted to make $10,000 a month. Like the same amount of faith it took me to, believe that and want to make $10,000 a month, I could have used that same amount to make $100,000 a month. I didn't take no more like belief. It's because faith is the size of a mustard seed. Like I was just so focused on getting out of where I was, and I I blew up $10,000 a month where I couldn't see $100,000 a month. And I was watching another YouTube, Myron Goldman's, I wouldn't say he got a podcast, but he said that one of the biggest problems with most people in your success journey is that you're thinking too small. He's like, it's two types of people. Like you can hear somebody say like, he said he's seen somebody have $1 billion business. He mentored like billionaires, millionaires. He said, I've seen people have $1 billion businesses, but they only making a couple $100,000. Like what are you doing? And then he stopped. He was like, it's some of y'all out here, and you know what I'm saying? Just be honest. Like how many of y'all raise your hand if you think like $200,000 is like, nigga, I'll be lit. I'm cool. People was honest like me. And he was like, that's part of the reason why you are where you are. Because like the $200,000, if that seems like a lot, then $2 million seems impossible. So you won't even try. And the same belief, it just takes. So whatever you decide to focus on, you better off just, you're going to have faith regardless. Yeah. So you might as well literally, it's cliche as hell, shoot for the stars. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah. I don't know why, but I never really dream about money. I don't know, I hate money.
Yeah, we know.
I never dream about money. I dream about accomplishing things, and I think like you can't accomplish this thing without making money, obviously. But like I never like think about it in numbers. Like I want to make this amount of money. Like on some business shit, I would like if we like when we was doing like the clothing line and shit. It's like of course I want to make this amount per month to just sustain myself. But like when I think about, but the dream might be like I want to have the biggest brand in the city, or I want to have the biggest brand in the country. Not like I want to be a millionaire type shit.
Yeah.
I was listening to Dame Dash. Doesn't seem like a great guy to listen to now. In retrospect. It was if I would have said I was listening to Dame Dash and was finna drop some shit, maybe in 2011, I would have been like, "Oh, what'd he say?" Now it's like, "All right, nigga,
Hold on now.
all right, now." This is what he said. He was like, "If your dream has been done before, it's not your dream. It's another nigga dream, right?"
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, "The nigga who made a plane had a dream.
Yeah.
He never seen that shit before.
Right.
That shit was in his head, and he put it in a world. If you dream to be a pilot, that's another nigga dream that you just want a piece of it, but you're not dreaming.
Yeah.
You just got to go. You saw some shit and you want to do it. A real dream is some shit that nobody never done. Now, I don't take that literal as that you have to invent something that doesn't exist, but you might just have to be something that's never been. For example, Joe Budden didn't invent podcasting.
Right.
But there was no global hip hop podcast. It didn't exist. He became that. So it's like, I'm not saying you got to invent some shit that don't exist because obviously podcasts already exist, but just creating a lane, even just creating a lane that don't exist. I think that is a real dream, is that you want to be something that's never been.
Good example. Uber.
Yeah.
Like they didn't invent transportation. It was
Or
taxis
cars or
or
apps.
cars, like none of that shit. Like, but they literally made their own lane in something that was already here. Like they created a whole new lane for something. Because it's like the old folks say, ain't nothing new under the sun. But you can still, with your creativity, you can make a lane in a lot of different ways. And the thing is, when we so busy, the reason why a lot of people stuck is because like when you in survival mode. I remember I used to always say, and I still say, like I can't wait to like become financially free because I want to stop thinking about money.
Yeah.
The type of thoughts that you have when you ain't got to worry about money, like you're gonna tap into another level of your thinking. If you always thinking about the fucking first of the month coming around and bills or whatever, like it's a glass ceiling. You capped. You can't see over the hill because you're so worried about like what's going on right now. And I remember I seen somebody say, like stop wasting prayers. Like you praying to God to do some shit that you can do through consistency.
Yeah.
And hard work.
Yeah.
Like if you do these things, you can get that. Like it's a clear path or whatever. But like he wants you to be bold. He wants you to come to him with the craziest thing. Like that's where he shines. Like that's why like when something unbelievable happened, he want to make it to where it's no explanation other than like, yeah, God had to be involved in that. And I seen some other lady say like, nigga, like lady, you holding up the prayer line asking about a man? Please get the fuck on. You praying to God for a husband. Girl, we're trying to do XYZ. You know what I'm saying? So it's an exercise though.
There's a few things that come to mind when you talk about that. Like even when you talk about faith and on the spiritual level, right? I think about like belief in God versus self-esteem. My grandma was one of the most confident people I ever met, and I think it was just completely based on like religion and like believing in God and believing that when I die I'm going to sit next to God. And so she just walked through life with a certain amount of confidence. A part of me kind of feels like if you have a serious self-esteem issue and can't see yourself a certain way, it makes me question: do you actually believe in God? Right? Like not that God exists, but believe in Him and the power of God. Like, let's put it like this. If you believe that God created the universe, the sun, the moon, the skies, the oceans, He created all of that, and He had a son who walked on water, made blind men see, turned water and wine, all these things. He sacrificed His son for you. And now you can do all things through His son who strengthens you. This is basically your tag team partner through life. Whatever you can't handle, He's going to take care of it for you.
Yeah.
You believe this. but you don't want to go back to school because you feel like you're too old. And you feel like you can't get your business off the ground. You feel like you can't lose weight. And you feel like you can't find a man. You feel like you can't find a woman. You don't really believe this shit, bro. Like it's no way you could convince me that you believe your tag team partner is capable of anything in the world and he gonna handle whatever you can and take care of it for you. And this nigga walked on water and it made it so a nigga could split the sea and walk through the middle of it. And you telling me you don't feel confident you can accomplish some worldly shit with him behind you. Like, I don't think you really believe this.
You know why that happens with a lot of Christians?
Yeah.
Because it's not that they put it on them. Yeah, I'm supposed to believe in God and Jesus and everything. People dream as big as what they think they're capable of. Like, you look at tasks and you set goals based off what you can do. Yeah. People rarely set a goal off something they can't do.
Yeah.
Right. So somebody will set out to I want to make $100,000. Like you set that goal because you sat down and you feel like you can do that. Yeah. So you're going to go after that. It's irrational to say it boldly too. Like, I'm going to go make $10 million. You're not even going to say that because you internally do not feel that you can do it.
Yeah.
That's why it's a shortage. That's why most people is stagnant, because they dreamed too small. You going after stuff that you really don't need God for. You can go out here and make $10,000 a month doing something. Yeah. People prove it all the time. People who's not godly, people who don't believe in your God, they just have a strong belief that they can do this by themselves, and they'll get to a certain point, whatever. But most people set goals based off what they feel they're capable of.
So that's basically giving yourself a glass ceiling, right? And the goal might be a ceiling. Your goal might be your ceiling, which is crazy. Because you think about a ceiling, you think about somebody trying to stop you. Yeah. But are you stopping yourself because you have a goal? And we talked about on the show before, like, systems versus goals, right? Right. And like the example I always hear that's Bill Belichick, and they the way he ran the New England Patriots during their dynasty was they didn't have a goal. Like, the goal wasn't to win a Super Bowl. They had a system, like, we show up and we do this every day. Us doing this every day is gonna get us as many Super Bowls as we can get. But if the goal is to win a Super Bowl, when as the Super Bowl is coming up, it's like we gonna practice harder. We might overtrain. After we win the Super Bowl, now what's the motivation? We just won a Super Bowl, so now niggas coming to training camp fat. It don't matter whether we win or lose that bitch. Practice is at 5 a.m. tomorrow, brother. I see you there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that system is gonna get us where we need to go. We don't need the goal, right? I fuck with that. I still have goals, but I still fuck with the thought. I still fuck with the mind state behind it. I like how it detaches your emotions from the goal. I think that's the powerful part of it, because your emotions can kind of fuck shit up. You know what I'm saying? As you get closer to it, you talk about imposter syndrome. We talk about the moment being too big for you. We talk about, just switching up your formula because of how you feel about getting in close proximity to this thing or even receiving this thing. Because now do you chill out and you not go get more because you reached it? Whatever the case may be. But it's like, who built the ceiling? Who installed your ceiling?
Your environment.
Talk about it.
So if somebody I remember when I was like 18 coming out of high school.
I hope so.
Well, yeah, I graduated on time. I was a smart kid. But the people I was around, the ceiling, like the height, I'll never forget it. It was to find a good factory job and make like $18 an hour. Yeah. Like $18 to $20 an hour. That was the culture that I was around. I knew niggas who was there already and who was like a little bit older than me. Maybe they graduated 2 years before me, and they 21 years old. They working at this factory, and they like, yeah, bro, we making $21 an hour. It's lit. That was the ceiling. Yeah. So that's what first of all, I see somebody that can do it, and now I feel like I can do that. So now subconsciously, I set that for myself too. Yeah. Like, I'm not thinking about $50 an hour. I don't know nobody. I'm not exposed to that. Yep. So people's environments kind of set that's what gonna determine your glass ceiling. I was watching Myron Goldman YouTube channel, and this was back in the 90s or something like that. He was talking about the time where he first started making good money. And he used to be like a trash man and all this type of stuff. And he I think he was making $20,000 a month or whatever. and he was doing like a testimonial, and he was talking to this guy. He like, yeah, I was doing this, I'm doing that. Now I'm making $20,000 a month. It's lit. Ooh. And dude, he's just sitting there unmoved. He was like, wow, that's great, Myron. It sounds like you on the brink of changing your life. Nigga, what? like, he said, I'm on stage in front of 700 people, and he said that to me, and I'm like bragging. I'm feeling accomplished and everything. And to him, that was just another number. He talked about another time. It's about proximity, getting around people who doing better than you. He went to some people's houses, and they had like a farm business or something. And this was in the 90s, maybe even before then. And at the dinner table, they was talking about how much money they was spending to buy equipment or whatever the case may be. And he noticed they was talking about $5,000 like it was $10. Like we just had to buy this. It was $5,000. It was just $5,000. Ooh, blah blah. And when they left the that people's house, I think he was maybe with his wife. He was like, "Did you hear how they was talking about like just $5,000 like it was nothing?" So that made him dream bigger. And he was introduced to another guy. Now this time he's making millions of dollars, and he feel like he's doing good. And he goes on this guy invites him on a yacht. I think the guy was definitely a billionaire. And he told me his story. I told him my story, and he was like, Myron, from where you are now to from where you came from to where you are now, like, man, you're doing good.
Yeah.
You can do better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he made that his company. I just sold my company for $400 million in a week or something like that.
Yeah.
And so it just raises your ceiling.
Yeah.
How many of us is around conversations like that? You're not even in the environment to think that way. And exposure, that's why they say like with traveling, when you travel, it expands your mind. Once the mind is expanded to an idea, it's impossible to retract. Like you can't forget it. You can't ignore it. It's possible now. You met this person. You've seen them living this life. You've seen the path that they took. So you have aspirations to go there. That person, that environment, that new environment just increase your ceiling. You can increase your ceiling. Like we can increase a lot of kids' ceiling just by taking them downtown Chicago. Like if you always on the block or whatever, like you not thinking past this. You didn't even know downtown was down there. You looking at the buildings and shit like, wow, this look dope. You fuck around going to a luxury building, luxury hotel. You in a hotel lobby, amazed. Now you know something else is out there. Yeah. So environments really create our ceilings for real.
That's crazy, Jones. That was my next point about travel and why I think traveling and seeing things is so important, seeing what's possible is so important. We talk about Myron Gold and actually meeting people and having conversations with them. I haven't even got to that point yet, so I'm part of I need to get around people that's doing better. However, just seeing what's possible, even if I don't talk to the people.
Yep.
Growing up in the hood, you're around so many poor people and working class people that you feel like getting rich must be hard as fuck because nobody has done it. That's just intrinsically or implicitly what you learn about life. No one has to tell you that. You only see people with money on TV. So, and it's not a lot of black people. So intrinsically you learn like this shit must be difficult because everybody wants that, but nobody has it. So it must be very hard to get rich. You could travel and go places, and we was just in Mexico and I was in LA last summer. Sometimes it just hit me like, damn, we see these houses on the lake. It's not like 3 of them. It's a lot of them. A whole lot of them. And they building new ones.
Yes.
And we go downtown and you see this high rise, and there might be 100 or more apartments in this high rise. And it's like 50 of them bitches.
People live in these motherfuckers.
And they building more of them.
It's full.
And it's like, it must be hard to be poor around this motherfucker. It's a lot of motherfuckers out here with some money, bro. And it can't be that hard if there's many people doing it. It reminded me of when I wanted to learn how to drive, and I'm sitting in driver's ed, scared to get behind the wheel because I'm like, damn, this shit seemed hard as fuck. Then I looked, I'm sitting across the street from Simeon, and I look like, it's a million motherfuckers driving by. This shit can't be that hard. Like, it can't be. There's so many people doing it. Man. But we think that it's not, okay, obviously in America, most people aren't rich, but there are a lot of rich people. It don't feel like it because you don't see them, but if you grew up in that environment, if you grew up downtown or to a rich family or the case may be, and everybody has money, it's not a far-fetched to say, I'm gonna go to college and be a chemist and open up my own company. And it's not far-fetched because everybody around you has done it. Yeah. So, and that's another thing we need to talk about is linear versus non-linear dreams and the difference between that and why that could be so difficult. But did you have something on that? I feel like you had something on that.
I lost it. What did you start that conversation with?
Talking about traveling and how like we saw all them houses on the lake.
Okay, so I remember my my very first time I went out. I took a trip by myself. The first time I traveled, my goddad took me to Vegas. It was dope. I think I was like maybe 18, 19. So I think I was 20, something like that. But the first time I traveled by myself, I was 23, and I booked a flight to LA and booked my hotel, and I rented a Camaro, a black Camaro. And I'm 23 years old. I'm out there by myself, and I'm riding down, the boulevard. I see the palm trees, and I'm just like, it felt so. I'm like, damn, this shit raw. And I'm in a nice car. Like I'm getting that feeling. And I remember at night, I was headed home, and I saw like the houses in the hills, right? Mm-hmm. And I seen a pathway to drive up there, bitch. I'm like, fuck it, I just go look around a little bit or whatever. So I'm driving up the hills, and if you ever been to LA, and like y'all heard of LA, like the hills and shit. So I'm driving up the hills, and nice house, and I kept driving, and I get to the top, and I make a right turn, and it's like a little wooden, short gate right there, and you can see LA like from the top. And it's nighttime, beautiful as fuck. I parked the car, and I sat on the hood, and I just sat there and like looking out there, and I heard somebody cough. I was like, oh shit. I turn around. I didn't even peep this. I was so thirsty for the view. As I'm coming up the hill, I see the view. I'm like, oh shit. So I instantly turn. I hear somebody cough. I turn around, not too far. Like I'm barely off somebody's property. Like I was on somebody's property. Yeah. It was a big ass mansion, and they had a large patio on top of they like doorsteps. It was beautiful, but it was a guy up there, his wife. They was white. I'm like, I turn around, I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, am I on your property? My fault. They're like, no, stay there, bro. Stay there. Like, enjoy yourself. Like, you good. Yeah. And they I'm pretty sure they put two and two together. Like, what I'm saying? The nigga probably from the hood or whatever. He come just like to open his mind. Yeah. And I was on, this is what I noticed. I was on vacation. Yeah. They was at home.
Yeah. It's crazy.
And from that day, it's like, I didn't have it increased my ceiling. So that's like where I know it's possible. Yeah. That's why I'm not scared to try shit. That's why I'm not scared to build shit. That's why I'm not scared to do nothing. Because it's
more
like,
than possible. It's
I gotta get that shit.
For people. It's normal for people.
That, and I'm yeah, okay. And another thing, you say you feel like all these buildings and shit is being made, etc. Yeah. Like people got the money. He was like, you could be surprised. I think Andrew Tate said this. He was like, when I got money, he said, I'm just thinking like, oh, I'm finna be, lit. I'm finna buy up this. I want a boat. I want a yacht. No, he said, I want to buy a jet. Yeah. They were sold out. Like, wait a fucking minute. Right. Like, they sold out of, it's that many niggas buying jets, bro? I thought I was gonna get rich and shit. Jets is sold out. Rolexes is sold out. Yeah. Like all of these things, it's another tier. It's a lot of people that have money, and you know what I'm saying? And I feel like it starts at $250,000 and up. Like you're gonna really see like that lifestyle change and those different conversations and the way people talk about money. Like it's just like whatever. And money gets easier. They say, when you start making money and you do the right things, it's so easy. He said, I could go make it. I forgot who it was. He said, I could go make $1 million like that. But when I was coming up, fuck no.
Yeah. So the last thing I want to touch on is linear versus non-linear dreams. When I say that, I mean like, let's say you have a dream to be a doctor or a top physician, right? So we ain't gonna just say arriving at being a doctor, but being like the best brain surgeon ever, whatever case may be. It's a linear dream. You could Google how much school do it take, what school should I go to, people have been neurosurgeons so many times that there's a blueprint to be a neurosurgeon. Mm-hmm. Like you go to this school, you do this, you do that, you get this job, and now you have to do the work to be the best at it. NFL is the same thing. You know what I'm saying? We know the process to get to the NFL. We don't know the work that come with it. We probably couldn't imagine the work ethic it actually takes to make it to that level. Or to be a Super Bowl MVP or some shit like that. But we know the process. Mm-hmm. When you say you want to be the top podcaster in the country, there's not really a blueprint to that. When you say you want to have the top a global nail salon. A nail salon is in every. There's not really a blueprint to some things because they're unprecedented, or even if people have done it before, there's no class on it. There's no set structure. There's no, oh, you go to this school, you get this certificate, and now you're allowed into this part of the, you're allowed to go to this next level. Nonlinear dreams are a lot more difficult. I think most people's actual dream is nonlinear. The majority of people.
Yeah.
I could be, there's no data on that. I don't know. I could be wrong. But I think that a lot of people, I should say, they have dreams that aren't, there's no process. And I think that's what holds people back a lot too, is that you don't even have a clue of where to start. Right? And you don't have access to people who have done similar things because so few people have even done this thing. You know what I'm saying? So there's no real blueprint for you. I think when you have a dream like that, when it's nonlinear, the best thing you could do is just fucking go. Like it's go and fuck up and hit every pothole and just don't take no for an answer. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta when you got a nonlinear dream, you gotta hurry up and fail.
Yeah.
So you figure it out. Like, okay, cool, just do it. Like, when you take the first step, you're gonna find out where to step next.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy how, and I can't wait. I truly cannot wait. I'm before the end of the year's out, I plan on launching this app, and when I get the legal stuff, maybe hopefully in the next couple months, I'm gonna start talking about it. But I had the plan for this app. I remember I first thought of it in 2017 or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know nobody who built the app, especially back then too. Yeah. Like AI was nowhere to be found, and I knew it cost like $30,000-$40,000 to make an app. I remember because Hector, shout out to Heck, he made an app before and it actually failed. Well, I don't know, it didn't go through or whatever the case may be. And he said he spent $30,000 and it was just like whatever, paying developers and shit like that. Cool, right? So as I'm building this app, I'm just going. And what I started doing, I'm watching documentaries. Like I'm trying to find as much information as possible. I looked up like how did Instagram start? Like I looked up that, how did Instagram start? I watched the Uber documentary. I watched the Lyft documentary, and none of them, it was no path for real. It's like they were just going. Exactly. Like, first of all, Instagram, like most people don't even know this, Instagram was called Bourbon. Instagram was called Bourbon. It wasn't like, people didn't come up with an app, and people didn't like, okay, we finna start an app. Let's call it Instagram, photo sharing or whatever. It was called Bourbon. And the idea was like you would go to a place, check in, and just share the picture. Like it wasn't it's what we know it was now.
Absolutely not.
They launched it. There's like 100 people on the app, but they got stuck. And when they launched it, like in the time that they launched it, it seemed new, so investors was willing to throw money at it. Yeah. They end up getting like $500,000 for this Bourbon app. So they got stuck at 100 members, and it's like we fuck around in the field. Like we can't grow this shit. And he was like the best thing that like business owners can do, like if your business is stagnant or whatever the case may be, it's not like he said, the logical thing to do is, okay, let's put some more money towards marketing. Let's push it out to more people. Let's get more people to see it, et cetera, whatever. They was like, okay, nah, we ain't gonna do that. Let's ask the 100 people who are consistently using this app, what do y'all like about it? Like, why are you still here? Yeah. So they did that. And they was like, yeah, we don't really care for the check-in part, but I like sharing my pictures with my friends, and I like sharing my pictures and all my friends can see it at once. They're like, okay, cool. And they pivoted and like, kind of created Instagram. We're gonna do like an app, a photo sharing app. And then he was on vacation with his wife. They took a break from making the app. And he was like, yeah, you excited about the new app that we're going to be building? And she was like, kind of. He's like, why? She's like, I'm not really going to use it. I don't take good pictures. Like, Sam and them, just make up a name, Sam and them, like, they take great pictures. He's like, man, that's because they use filters. Yeah. And she was like, well, put filters on the app. Yeah. And he was like, bet. So he went home, he went right to the computer, programmed filters to be on the app, and dropped the first picture on Instagram ever. And it was a picture of his dog, and they was at a coffee stand. You could probably still find that picture today. But like that was the thing. And when they launched Instagram, the first day, 25,000 people joined. And the first month they had like 1 million users. And then, it went from there.
Yeah.
So they didn't have a blueprint. That was a non-linear dream. You just got to keep going, and you gonna collect ideas along the way. And
Yeah. That's a great story. And it showed that you really, you on top of your shit. You doing your research. I said something in the monologue. I'm like, this nigga Jones always learn. I forgot what monologue it was. Like, this nigga Jones, since I know him, is always learning. He's always studying some shit. Like, it's always one thing or another. This nigga's always learning. It's always a new book, a new goal, a new something. So I fuck with that.
And the reason that is my glass ceiling is non-existent. I know shit is out there, and it's this I'm not gonna call it delusion, it's faith. I truly believe I'm going to arrive at a certain point. We was on live. You said you don't like, we know you don't like money. I think about money, right. But I don't. It's not as superficial as people may think. Somebody was on live. Well, we was on live, and somebody asked us. They was like, "What would you do if you won the lottery? $10 billion." He said some crazy ass number. And my first thought, I literally said, I'm having a meeting with my family, my immediate family, and I'm making everybody calculate their bills, calculate their debt, mortgages, car notes, whatever the case may be. And I'm paying everybody shit off, and we going off to I think about money first, but it's not to go buy a dope ass crib. It's literally to change generation. Anybody that's close to me, I'm a billionaire. Niggas is good. I know, and it's because we know of billionaires, and you don't really see what they're doing. When I'm a billionaire, a lot of people's lives are gonna change, and maybe I'm not close enough to know. I don't know what they doing for people.
Yeah.
But Chicago type shit.
Yeah.
And then no shout out to Kanye West or whatever. But nigga, I'm from. It's a lot of shit that's getting done because. Yeah. It's money usually stops all this stuff.
Yeah.
So you're gonna see it. So I look at money that way. I look at money to whereas I really want to send my parents to on a month vacation, just fucking do whatever. I got a strong support system along the way. I've been chasing dreams. I've been trying to accomplish things that's so big since I was 23 years old. And that's hard to do if you don't have a support system. It's been times where I didn't have a job, and I'm trying to I'm really focusing on something. And I need my sisters to help me out with Trey school clothes. Or I need my parents to give me money for gas because I'm locked in on something.
Right.
And I've always had this fire. I've never had the store when that failed or whatever the case may be. It's okay, cool, whatever. I'm always gonna pivot because I know something that's gonna click.
You only gotta be right one time.
You only gotta be right one time. If you think about a lot of successful people, if you look up, I watch a lot of documentaries on wealth and shit. Yeah. You think about a lot of these millionaires, billionaires, they got a lot of failed businesses we don't know about.
Absolutely.
The Shark Tank niggas, the Robert Greene. That's not Robert Greene. That's the author. But the nigga who in the tech, he had so many failed businesses, and he made one company and sold it for $3 billion, and that sent them up. And he was fucking 45.
You talking about Robert Johnson?
I think it's the older white guy that be sitting on the right hand side. He got I don't know, I can't remember. He on Shark Tank though. Mm-hmm.
But I think it's an important thing to avoid stagnation too. Even with the podcast, obviously there's other things that we doing, but I do see this being 100 times bigger than what it is. And I know it's only a step away. I know it's scalable because it's people from all over the world who listen to it weekly. So obviously it's scalable. It's another 200,000 people who would love this podcast who haven't heard it yet. So how do we get it in front of them? And I think that getting caught in the process could cause stagnation. Getting caught in we got to write the show every week. We got to put the show out. We got to edit the show. We got to do the Patreon. We got to do the live, do the shadow work group, do this. And the process be so heavy that it's just when do you have time to take it to the next level instead of just doing the work to maintain all of the current tasks that it takes to maintain? I think that's where I'm at right now. It's there's so many tasks to make this happen, plus my job, plus all this other shit I got going on, that it's I don't really have, I'm not going to say that I don't have the time to get it to the next level, but my mind haven't been there. And it just got back there a couple days ago, but now it's time to start outsourcing. It's time to start paying a nigga in Pakistan to put these ads on this shit. And, it's time to start networking again. It's time to start traveling for the podcast again. It's time to start getting in certain rooms. And it's time to start, understanding that you got something that, nigga, when you meet the nigga at the top, you not the nigga at the bottom. You're not the nigga that's asking for a favor. You actually got leverage. We actually got a whole community, 100,000 followers on TikTok, a crazy track history on Spotify, Apple, iHeartMusic, Amazon Music. Like, nigga, I got some value. You ain't shaking a random nigga hand right now, Charlamagne. Like, I'm Terry Roseland, bitch. What you talking about?
Oh my God. I was gonna say you gotta take your own advice. You gotta take your own advice. I remember you was telling Boogie that.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You that's the thing. And that's a key thing. The thing about networking is it's a value exchange. Like, it's hard to network because if you come in to network with the idea to take from somebody, it ain't really networking. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to put somebody on, but people want a value exchange. And nigga, exactly. Niggas, you're Terry Roseland.
Yeah.
Like, I got value. You know what I'm saying? It's proof in the pudding. It's real numbers on the board. It's consistency.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like, oh, I need a favor. Can you shout me out? Like, no, nigga, we can partner.
For sure.
Type shit.
For sure. Absolutely, man. I think that's all I got for this one. You got AMP?
I think I said it all. I was on low key. Let me see, man. Oh yeah, I got AMP.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a challenge to you guys.
Homework, niggas.
Homework.
Fuck y'all talking about.
And I'm for real. If you did it, shoot me a DM.
If they did it?
If you did it. Like,
when you finish your homework, he wants it turned in.
I want it turned in.
August 28th.
Those who do it, turn that shit in. But now, challenge yourself to write down maybe 10 things that you want, that you feel like you can't obtain. Like, if you writing down some goals, you like, oh yeah, I want a G-Wagon. Like, you can get a G-Wagon one day. Like, I want you to think outside of that box. Everybody, I want you to think above your ceiling. Think about the stuff that you have on your vision board right now that you want is obtained. Just list 10 things that don't even make sense. Like, be unreasonable. Be delusional. Say you want to motherfucking own a spaceship, or if that's what the fuck you want to do. Like, just think outside the box. Write down those 10 things. And those 10 things, that's what you pray to God about. Your vision board, stay consistent, do your work, you'll get that shit. Exercise your faith to another level. Like, really lean on God. Like, okay, though, I can't do this. I don't even see how I'm going to do this. Now you got to talk to God. Now it's like, hey, I don't even know where to start. God, how do I go about this? It's just like if somebody, I remember the network marketing mentors, he say, it's two types of people. They say, okay, I got either we can go on this vacation. It was a vacation and a training, right? Mm-hmm. It was, and the trainings was in other states, and you had to pay to be there. Mm-hmm. And I remember somebody was like, man, like, I want to go on the trip, like the fun trip, but I can't go to the training. Like, I could do one or the other. He say, no, you can do both. Yeah. He say, when you just said I can do one or the other, you've already canceled it out. Your brain stopped working. It's not thinking like to even how to do both. Yeah. It's literally say out loud, damn, how can I do both? Your brain is going to start turning because you just activated it with that. If you say I can only do one or the other, you already stopped it. So that's the homework, and turn that shit in. You know, and give me, I want to see that list next Thursday.
For sure. Advice for boy moms, back to school edition. Lil Jamari pissed you off the first week of school. He ain't get up on time. He made you late for work. He dragging his feet. You told him to get ready to be out the door in 5 minutes. He didn't even put his motherfucking shoes on. He put his shirt on and went sat right back down and got on his phone. He pissed you off. But at the end of the day, I talk about this all the time. When your kid, when your son, when Lil Jamari is pulling up to that school and you cursing him the fuck out because he made you late for work, and he even taking his time getting out the car. He didn't even get out the car fast. And you cursing him out. When he gets inside that school, if he still feels a way about it, he's bringing that energy into school with him. And I see it all the time. When I used to be a teacher, I used to stand in front of the school in the morning, and just speak to all of the students as they walked into the school. And there's so many times that fucking car door fly open, and if you don't hurry the fuck up, and that bitch closed back, and you like, damn. And Shorty coming in school, and he carrying that energy with him, and he sad for that first period. He down there ain't eating no breakfast. You know what I'm saying? Because he a little down because you just cussed him out. He ain't in a good mood. The first reading block of the day, he ain't trying to answer no questions. He ain't trying to raise his hand. That embarrassment of him getting cussed out, or that negative feeling still sitting on him. He ain't really even engaged in school. Now he hungry as well. As now he feeling away. Plus he hungry because he ain't eat breakfast because he was sad. And now he ain't really even engaging in school until motherfucking 12 o'clock. When he kind of brushed the shit off, he done ate lunch, and now he feeling a little better. And you wondering why he fell in reading this year. It's because that shit is before lunch this year, and you cussing him the fuck out at 8 o'clock in the morning. And that might not be completely your fault. But at the end of the day, speak life into your kids before they get out that car. Mm-hmm. I get it 1,000%. My son, he does the same thing. He drag his feet, regardless of the case may be. I make sure as much as hey man, get your ass out the door. As much as I get on his ass in the house, when we get in that car, that 15, 20 minute ride to school, I'm speaking life into my son the whole ride. We leaving that slow poke shit in the house. Even if you made me late, whatever the case may be, I'm making sure I'm speaking life into my son before he walk in that school building. I'm telling him how great he already is, how, you know what I'm saying, like his grades is going to be proof of that. And all of that shit, man. Speak life into your kids. And get them some big tips and advice I give my son. And it's not about helping himself, but about helping other people. Hey, son, if it's a new student in class, make sure you speak to the new student in class. You've been at this school for 3 years. This is your third year. You know everybody. Cool. There's going to be a new kid in class the first week of school. Make sure you speak to him. Make sure you invite him to eat lunch with you because you remember what it felt like to be the new kid. And I ain't saying you even got to be friends. Maybe y'all personalities don't fit. But just ingratiate him into the class. Introduce him to your friends. Even if y'all don't become friends, whatever the case may be. Make people feel comfortable. Another thing, make sure you take care of your uniforms all year. So next year we could donate them bitches back to school for a kid who don't got uniforms. You know what I'm saying? Like start giving your kids tips and advice and goals that have to do with helping other people and not just selfish goals about them getting straight A's and them making an honor roll and them doing this and them doing that. Make sure they helping somebody else too, man. That's all I got. That's
what you just said. That's how you plant seeds, man. You never know. People will never forget that. You'd be surprised, motherfucker. You could be. I don't know what path y'all gonna go on. That kid you helped could be in a very high position.
Yeah.
That's Terry. I remember my first day of school. That nigga introduced me. I was feeling crazy as hell. Ooh. What you got? Like, is teach your kids to plant seeds, good seeds, where it's gonna show up later in their life. If you have a reputation of service, you're gonna always be taken care of.
Absolutely, absolutely. So. Yeah, and they might just see each other in a bar and be like, motherfucker just be like drunk and be like, bro, that shit meant the world to me, bro. I was scared as hell going into that school that day. This nigga just really, you know what I'm saying? So people don't forget shit like that, man. But again, that's all we got today. If you're chasing anything in life, this was a great episode for you. If you appreciate this episode, send it to 3 people that you think need it. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment on the YouTube. Get inside the Patreon. Get inside the Safe House. You know what I'm saying? Do something different with your life. Come to Jamaica with niggas next year. Meet some new people. Meet your cousins. The people who listen to the podcast who you haven't met yet. You might love this podcast and you don't got a friend that you could even talk about the podcast with because they ain't watching the shit. But guess what? You join the Patreon, you could talk to everybody who love the podcast. We out here. See y'all when y'all get here. Decide, plan, sacrifice.
Shoot.
We out.